Welcome to our channel. Today, we have some interesting news to discuss regarding Iran's oil exports and the potential implications for the global energy market. Recent reports indicate that Iran's oil exports have reached a 5-year high, posing challenges for efforts by major crude producers, such as Saudi Arabia, to stabilize prices through production cuts. Join us as we delve into the details and explore possible responses from the United States. Iran's oil shipments have averaged around 1.6 million barrels per day in recent months, more than double the level of a year ago and the highest since the reimposition of U.S. sanctions in 2018. Although the exact scale and destinations of these sales are challenging to determine due to their often covert nature, China appears to be the largest customer for Iranian oil, with direct imports reaching 359,000 barrels per day in May alone. It is worth noting that China has consistently maintained that it does not follow U.S. sanctions on Iran, and while data on its imports from the Islamic Republic remains undisclosed, industry experts suggest that Iran's actual sales to China are likely much higher, including oil transshipped through other Asian and Middle Eastern countries. Furthermore, countries under American sanctions, such as Syria and Venezuela, have also emerged as significant buyers of Iranian crude, while Latin American and African markets are reportedly showing growing interest. This surge in Iran's oil exports has several implications. First, it demonstrates Iran's ability to circumvent U.S. sanctions, which is significant given the ongoing talks between the Biden administration and Tehran. These talks aim to secure the release of American prisoners held by Iran and curb its nuclear program. Additionally, Iran's discounted crude prices, reportedly around $30 per barrel compared to its Persian Gulf rivals, have allowed it to compete with cheap Russian oil, posing a further challenge to global oil prices. So, how should the United States respond to Iran's increasing crude exports? This is a complex question with several factors to consider. On one hand, the Biden administration is engaged in talks with Iran, signaling a desire for diplomatic solutions and a potential easing of tensions. However, any substantial concessions from the United States may be unlikely as the presidential campaign approaches. Furthermore, Iran's growing oil exports granted additional leverage in these negotiations. The increased revenue from oil sales has provided Iran with a lifeline for its struggling economy, battered by high inflation and a tumbling currency. As a member of OPEC, Iran's rising oil supply also undermines the efforts of other major producers, like Saudi Arabia, to stabilize prices by limiting production. Ultimately, the United States must carefully consider its response to Iran's increased crude exports. While sanctions remain in place and the U.S. Treasury has emphasized its commitment to taking action against sanctions evaders, the effectiveness of these measures in curbing Iran's oil sales is debatable. Any potential response from the United States should take into account the broader geopolitical dynamics, the ongoing talks with Iran, and the global energy market's fragility. That's all for today's discussion on Iran's oil exports. We hope this analysis has provided you with valuable insights into this complex issue. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on global affairs.